Hey everyone, this is Kevin from BFB, and welcome back to another episode on the Real Talk on Crypto Coins series. If you can imagine, we're already halfway done with season 1. This is episode number 4 on Electroneum, a coin that everyone really wanted to hear about, and it was near the top of all the polls we've done, but couldn't quite get the number 1 spot until this time. And so this crypto coin is a pretty user-focused, marketing-heavy coin that I did a lot of research on before, and now I want to share with you some more information in this unbiased Real Talk episode where I share with you the good and the bad, no shilling, no FUD. So without further ado, let's take a look at what this project is all about. Okay, so here we go. Season 1, Episode 4 on Electroneum. Now, this was one of the most hyped up ICOs of all time. If you guys were in the crypto space in like mid to late 2017, you would have not been able to miss it at all. It was really, really noticeable no matter where you were or which community you were part of. And I included a photo of their CEO, Richard Ells, on this intro slide, just for you to know what he looks like. So what is Electroneum for those who don't know? Well, in their words, it's a user-friendly cryptocurrency designed for mobile use. So they have a mobile app where you can access and use this cryptocurrency. And their primary goal is to aim to lower barriers to adoption. So they outlined many different things that they felt were pain points for people to enter the cryptocurrency space. And they designed Electroneum to kind of lower those barriers so that a lot of people can use this coin and get into the cryptocurrency space. So it was developed in Great Britain by Richard Ells, who's the CEO, and they have their own blockchain. So this isn't like an ERC20 token built on the Ethereum platform. Instead, it's based on Monero in a sense. It uses the same protocol. They made it so there's max 21 billion coins, so it has a real money feel, because the whole idea is that Bitcoin, when you buy something, you might buy it for like 0.00002 Bitcoins, but that's like weird way to think about things because that's such a small amount. Instead, they made it 21 billion, so it could be like you use 0.02 Electroneum to buy something instead. Much more easy to think about from a psychological perspective. You can also mine this with a CPU or GPU. They also have simulated mobile mining, and this feature they say is for viral marketing purposes, just to give people a feel for what it is for mining, but obviously you don't actually want to use your phone for mining because that's going to kill your phone's processor and or battery. And so back when they held their ICO, they had it for 1 cent per ETN and a $40 million hard cap. And the markets they're trying to target with this coin is mobile gaming and online gambling. So let's take a look at some of the good points about this coin. Well, in my opinion, they're tackling a very important issue, and that's barriers to adoption. Because everyone is really excited about blockchain and cryptocurrencies, but we still aren't there in terms of mainstream adoption, which is really important for the whole space to take the next step and get to these high valuations that we want it to go. So this team admittedly has a really great marketing prowess. Like, that's why this coin was so well known and so buzzed about in mid to late 2017. They were able to generate unbelievable hype and build a large community because of this. And they even held the title of the largest ICO ever in terms of number of participants. Really, anywhere you went, you could not help but to notice Electroneum. And so also, the team is relatively responsive and accessible. They've done live streams, put out communications through their social media channels, and everything that you would want in a team in the crypto space. They've also made easy-to-use tools, such as a block explorer, wallet manager, mining software, etc. You can find these all on their website, and you can also take a look at their existing Android app on the Google Play Store and download it and try it out for yourself if you have Android. There's also some advantages that they have by virtue of using the CryptoNote protocol, which is the one that Monero also uses. And that's adaptive block limit, privacy features, being ASIC resistance, so you don't have really expensive hardware needed in order to mine this coin, and a lot of other ones. These are kind of technical, so I'm not going to go into all of them in detail, but you can go take a closer look by Googling it yourself. And now let's take a look at the bad aspects of this project. First of all, I think it lacks uniqueness because they pretty much cloned the CryptoNote protocol, which is based on Monero, and so they don't have any really unique technical features. Also, they're going to have competition from a variety of angles, right? There's already gaming coins, online gambling coins, and also coins that are just focused on being an easy to use digital currency, and also focused on lowering adoption for the mainstream population. So what are they going to do to separate themselves and get adoption from partners who are also being pitched to by these gaming specific coins or online gambling specific coins, etc.? They also have a very inexperienced dev team. You might not be able to tell that just by looking at their teams page, but it's common knowledge that they're more focused on marketing than the tech side of things. And that may be why they had a big problem a couple months ago in which their whole blockchain actually grinded to a halt. And you can take a closer look by Googling block 179840 issue with Electroneum. They had an issue with their base protocol, which was the one that Monero used, but they didn't implement the fix correctly. So everyone started mining empty blocks, and there were no transactions being successfully processed for several consecutive blocks. And it ended up having to be fixed by a Redditor called KnifeOfPi2, who was the one that helped fix it, not someone on their core development team. And this drama was documented in full in Reddit, so I encourage you to go take a look. There's a lot of stuff going on and a lot of material to read to get to the bottom of this. But the fact remains that they couldn't fix this by themselves, and they needed their community developers to step in and fix it for them. Not a lot of confidence in their core team, in my opinion, because of stuff like this. They've also misled many investors regarding mobile mining. Now, you may think it's brilliant in terms of viral marketing, and it really is, to be honest, because that's a big reason why people got into Electroneum. They're like, oh, mining on your mobile phone, this is brilliant. But a lot of people also was kind of turned off by this once they realized that they got duped into thinking that you can actually mine on your mobile phone. In fact, it was in fine print in their technical white paper where they stated that it actually wasn't going to do any mining on the mobile phones, and instead adopt a airdrop approach from like a centralized Electroneum source. And so take that as you will, but the fact remains that a lot of people were turned off by this and sold their Electroneum afterwards because of this. And they also delayed their launch due to cyber attacks like DDoS, denial of service attacks. And to be honest, I think it's good that they delayed their launch for like a month or so, because better to be safe than sorry and keep everyone's funds secure. But they gained so much money, and I feel like they weren't really prepared for this, because they should have had the foresight to be prepared and take things slow and steady rather than trying to just rush to market to make everyone happy and to feed into the hype. And also, they lack a long-term detailed roadmap. Like, they have a roadmap on their website, but it isn't really clear about like which dates they plan to deliver what. And that's always important when it comes to a long-term project that has a lot to deliver. So now on to the question that you all have been waiting for. Would I personally invest? And as always, this is not official investment advice. And I personally would not, but never estimate strength in community. Just look at Dogecoin. Their coin isn't anything special, but they have a really strong, tight-knit community. So their coin has survived over time. And so that might be something to not overlook Electroneum of, because of their large and tight-knit and fervent community. But alas, they have to compete with a lot of other coins, like I've stated earlier, gaming, gambling, and currency-focused coins that are focused on ease of use. There are a lot of them. Just take a look at coinmarketcap.com. Many gaming ones, many online gambling ones, and currency-focused ones like Nano, perhaps. I also prefer stronger technical teams, because in this space, the main selling point of crypto to me is the technology. So without constant innovation, coins are going to be left behind over time. What I'd like to see improve in this project? Well, I'd like to see them hire dedicated blockchain dev team that will proactively innovate, rather than see like, oh, in the Monero or CryptoNote protocol, there's an issue, so we had to patch our own coin because of that. If they had a dedicated blockchain dev team, they could make changes in advance and even improve on top of the protocol. Also, I'd like to see them get listed on more exchanges. They were listed on rather unknown exchanges for the longest time, but recently got on KuCoin. And finally, just more partnerships and actual integrations into various apps, for example, where there's going to generate real demand for this coin and get it used in an actual ecosystem or economy. So I hope you enjoyed this video and found it really helpful. As always, please let me know down in the comments below if you have any other opinions about this particular coin, and I'll definitely be sure to take a look and maybe rethink my position as well. And furthermore, let me know which coin you want me to cover next. Season 1 is almost over, so hopefully we can squeeze in your favorite coin, but I will be including it in the Facebook poll that we always do. So I hope you have a great rest of your day. This is Kevin, and I am out.